Hi, it's actually been a while since I filmed. In the first week of April, I saw an allergy specialist and I got given a new antihistamine called ketotifen. And this thing absolutely knocks me out utterly. I'm so sleepy right now, it's unbelievable. On the bright side, though, the itching is absolutely down. It's been brilliant. It's working very, very well. Of course, it doesn't guard against, if you are exposed to your allergen, in my case, wheat mainly, then, there's nothing that this can do. You do need to get shots. I do carry adrenaline with me now, epinephrine, all the time. But, if you don't have those symptoms and if it's just generalized itching, then you do need to go in for an antihistamine shot if there is exposure to wheat. Other than that, the everyday chronic urticaria, that's actually controlled so well with this new antihistamine. The only problem is that it knocks me out so well. I just can't wake up in the morning. And then I'm supposed to take 2 a day, 2 whole pills a day, and I take 1 at night, and this is the situation. Some days I do take half in the mornings, and then I sleep the entire day. So imagine what the situation would be like if I were to take 2 a day as was prescribed. Sorry, can't wake up, can't do it. The other thing with ketotifen is that it causes weight gain. I have gained weight. It slows down the metabolism of the body and there isn't anything you can do about it. Exercise, how? When I'm so sleepy. Diet, I'm already whole food, plant-based, oil-free and everything. What's the point? It has already increased my weight. So yeah, filming has been affected. I sincerely hope that I am able to cope better with this drowsiness by mid-July so that, I am able to dish advent calendars. If not, sorry people, I'll try and do as much as I can. If I'm just sleepy all the time, I'll do my best, I promise. So April Empties went for a toss as a result. And I do have a combination of April and May's empties. So I had 70 products to finish for the rest of the year. And counting April and May, perfume, YSL opium, finally over. Not a fan of this. I know I will be, that could raise a few eyebrows. I know this has a lot of fans. I don't like it. I don't like black opium either. Makeup, I have a foundation. I know it's a small one. And a concealer. The concealer, Estee Lauder Double Wear concealer, which was absolutely brilliant. As usual, they've gone and discontinued it. So I can't repurchase it even if I want to. My shade is warm medium, shade 09. Absolutely perfect. I don't like, very bright under eye areas. I know a lot of people like shades that are brighter for the under eye area. I'm always scared of that, effect where, you had all those actresses who had very bright under eye areas in photographs when they were on the red carpet and such like. I've always been scared of that, so my concealer is always, on the very conservative side, shade-wise. So this is over, sadly. As you can see, it's all gone. And they've gone and discontinued it. Now, the foundation that I have is from New Sid Cosmetics, and it is the Color Adjust Foundation, Eye Perfection Color Adjust Foundation, all gone as you can see. Sadly, though, this was also a good one. It was a brand that I discovered on Look Fantastic back in the day. Was in my travel bag, but I used it up nevertheless. These are 2 products that I actually like. Will I repurchase? Discontinued. Can't do anything about it. Sunscreen, a new organic sun-based control cream from Mimi Box. Quite old, back in the day. I know. Decent. Will I repurchase? No. The Huda Labo UV gel is a lot nicer. I will be sticking to that one going forward. Mascara, Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara, tiny little sample. I've stopped buying full-size mascara unless it's Essence Cosmetics. The minis that you get free with patches, they make a lot more sense. You have to pin them after 3 months anyway. You get them free, so why bother buying full-sized mascara? This is why it irks me so much when they include mini mascaras in advent calendars. This was free with patches. When I bought one of those highlighters, I don't use highlighter, but the packaging was quite pretty, there was a sort of gel-like sort of suspension on the lid, and there was glitter that used to go up and down. I still have it. I haven't binned it or anything, so I got this free with batches. I even got a Bobbi Brown full-size lipstick free once. So I don't understand why anybody would pay good money for a mini mascara that they include in advert calendars. Sorry, include full-size products, people. I have the Sephora 2-in-1 cuticle removing pen. I've tried to make an effort to do something about my nails now that my allergies are under control. But I am scared of growing them or, getting any kind of manicure done. What if I start itching again? And what if, even that process causes flare-up? My allergy specialist would probably annihilate me just for messing things up. So best not. But at-home efforts, this was something that I did at home. It wasn't a great product. Will I repurchase? No. What is it? It's actually, look at this. This is your cuticle remover. Looks like a highlighter, I know. And you just do that. I don't have great nails. I mean, I keep them as trimmed as possible, because I'm an itchy person and I don't want to damage my skin by itching away with longer nails or sharper nails. So they are quite trimmed, and ever since going plant-based, I have to trim my nails at least 3 times a week. At least 3 times. They grow very, very fast. So I won't be repurchasing that either. Cowshed Lippy Cow. Cowshed Lippy Cow Natural Lip Balm. Towards the end, what happened was, at first it was good. Towards the end, though, the product inside, I don't know if it had liquefied or if there was some kind of suspension, so you got all the more viscous, more lipidic product out first, and then towards the end it became thinner and thinner because all the suspension was towards the end. I keep it like this upright. So maybe all the liquid sort of settled in the bottom. I don't know. Towards the end, it became quite liquidy, quite runny, and I wasn't a fan of that. Had to, squeeze out a bit just to bin it. So won't be repurchasing this. I don't like that the product became liquid towards the end. There's an Essence eyeliner, all gone. And from Ailio, my last Brow Magician product, all gone. Won't be repurchasing either. I now use e.l.f. for my eyebrows or NYX. Either works, cheaper. Micellar water. I know this was small size, but I'm also trying to use up all my samples. Again, gift with purchase. Why would you include something like this in an advent calendar? All these are gifts with purchase. This is the point that I'm trying to make here. Alright, decent. Didn't sting or anything, but I think Garnier is a lot cheaper and works better. So buy Garnier, I would say. That's 400 mils for a few quid. This, very little product for a lot more money. Kudali. Skincare next. Cleanser first. Dr. Levy Cell Renewal Micro Resurfacing Cleanser. I don't understand why Dr. Levy products cost so much. This did not impress me at all. I thought it was too harsh. Used it up on the body after that. I thought it was too viscous for a cleanser. It wasn't, it didn't give you that satisfied, clean feeling. Won't be repurchasing. Actually, I think this was a gift with purchase in a big GWP set from Space NK back in the day. The next product, absolute favorite. I have another full one already, and I buy one a year, and this lasts an entire year. And I'm heavy-handed, people. What is it? SK2 Facial Treatment Essence. If I stop using this, I see a difference. That's how I know it is working. If I stop using this, I feel my acne scars are more visible, more appear deeper. I feel my face is oilier. It is more prone to breakouts. I feel this is a wonderful product. It knocks all the other Galactomyces products that I've tried out of the ballpark. It is terribly, 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 terribly expensive, but this is the one luxury to which I treat myself these days. All my other skincare has become, CeraVe and, either the sort of quasi-pharmaceutical brands or K-beauty, much cheaper K-beauty such as Purito, people, not the Sulasu kind of more expensive, or History of Who, or History of Who? I think it's History of Who. Not that level at all. Much, much, much cheaper K-beauty is what I use, Purito and so on. So this is my one indulgence, my one luxury, and you know that I've stopped buying Lux makeup as well. This one indulgence I think I will allow myself. It's actually doing good for it works for my skin and it's actually doing me good. So why not? Serum, you're going to laugh, I promise. Barbara Stam, I know. Finally used it all up. All gone, as you can see. Hyaluronic serum. I will never repurchase this. This is 10 mils and full-sized is 30 mils, which costs 234 pounds. Hyaluronic acid. Had a labo at 170 mils. 5 different molecular weights of hyaluronic acid in order to penetrate at different levels. Costs what? 12 quid tops? With codes and everything on YesTime. The Hada Labo moist, rich moist versions, people. Premium. I'm not talking about the very thin one. So I will never repurchase this. However, I am going to keep it aside in order to bring it out when we do Advent calendars. You know that thing is going to be in a lot of Advent calendars, even this year. So let's have it floating around, yeah? Essence, I quite liked this. The Mixun bean essence, people. What is it? It is mainly soybean, and that is fermented soybean ferment extract, lactobacillus, pear juice ferment filtrate, Saccharomyces, a lot of ferments in here, people. I quite liked it. Will I repurchase? Not immediately. Other essences to use up, and I think Purito Galactoniacin is my favorite essence. It's a bit cheaper as well. You get 60 mils of product. In this case, you only get 50 mils of product. Face mask. Dr. Botanicals Advanced Purifying Overnight Mask. Hang on. Let me try and open that so you can see. It's all gone. Came in an Advent calendar. I think it was the Pip Box Advent calendar before they closed down. Very, very sad that they closed down. I don't like using masks because I don't like, applying things only to rinse them off. Sleeping packs I like, but I don't like the sort of mask that you have to rinse off. Thankfully, this was an overnight mask that you don't have to rinse off, which is why I did use it up. Otherwise, I'd probably have given it away. Dr. Algenist Genius Ultimate Anti-Aging Cream is next. I think this was also a gift with purchase. Space NK, I think. At first I liked Algenist. Before I got into K-Beauty, ingredient-driven skincare, active-driven skincare, Central Arachitica and Galactomyces and niacinamide and so on. Before all of that, I liked generalized brands, yet it wasn't ingredient-driven, was it? So Algenist, I used to like back then. I no longer do. Just used it up because I had to. Not a fan, will not be repurchasing. Did nothing for my skin. CeraVe is much better, cheap as chips. And you get a lot of it. Eye contour product. Not a fan. Audacity. I know, Audacity. Eye contour concentrate containing sarsaparilla. Don't ask me. It's all gone, as you can see. Was very lipidic. I was so afraid it would break me out. Thankfully, it did not. But I feel it did nothing for my under eye area. Was a gift with purchase. Came in a Cult Beauty goodie bag back in the day. Cult Beauty goodie bag. When they were good. I think my favorite eye cream has to be the Sana Soy Brightening Eye Cream, under eye cream. It actually works. It does a lot of, if there's any improvement in my under eye area, it's the Sana. Other than that, no other eye creams really worked very well for me. The Sebamed one isn't bad. That's probably my, second choice. It's more hydrating than the Sana, but the Sana is more brightening, I feel. So I'd probably layer the Sana and the Sebamed together. But, this sort of thing did nothing for my under eye area. Will not be repurchasing. Hair care, 2 products, Faith in Nature, Rosemary Conditioner. Nice, I like Faith in Nature. I think they seem to be an ethical brand. This is 100% recycled and recyclable, salty recycled. And according to them, it is recyclable. It is vegan. It is cruelty-free. The bottle is made from recycled PET and it is made in the UK. I have various, I have aloe vera and I have rosemary. I like aloe vera better, and there's coconut as well. I prefer aloe vera to the others. But, this wasn't bad to try, rosemary. It is supposed to work well with oily hair. The problem is my scalp is oily, but my ends are dry. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've actually had a haircut because, I was so itchy in March, that I decided to chop a chunk off. So I've had products lasting longer because, there's less hair to condition. This was also a good CO wash. Will I repurchase? Already have a few. But yeah, I will repurchase this when I run out. There's one more product that I finished. This was more of a May. I finished this more in May than in April. The Urine Futere. Sorry, my French pronunciation is awful. I studied French for 4 years and I have absolutely nothing to show for it. My pronunciation is crap. I know my teachers did their best, but I wasn't a very good student. My Grams could read Les Miserables in French, unabridged. I can barely manage a comic. Anyway, this is the Lumisia Illuminating Shine Rinse. Basically, you spray it on, you spritz it on all over the hair, and then you wait a couple of minutes and then rinse off for insane shine. It smelled very vinegary, but shine-wise, I think homemade flaxseed gel, which I make and use all the time, works better, gives better shine than this. So won't be repurchasing. Was a gift with purchase. Because this is April and May, 2 body creams, Bath and Body Works, Cocoa Paradise and Amethyst Waves. Amethyst Waves smelled nicer. Cocoa Paradise was salted coconut, sugared neroli, bronzed sandalwood. I didn't smell anything. I didn't smell the coconut. Sorry, it just smelled randomly sweet. That's all I'd say. Won't be repurchasing that. Now, Amethyst Waves smelled much nicer. Dream Berries, Wild Bloom, Soft Sandalwood. There was a hint of that, purpley, violety iris somewhere there. The kind of fragrance that I absolutely love. That is possibly why it is actually called Amethyst. This I might repurchase, but I've actually discovered a much better one. Blueberry Bundt Cake from Bath and Body Works. That's my absolute favorite fragrance from Bath and Body Works of all time. That is going among my 2025 ultimate favorites towards the end of the year. So if I have to repurchase a Bath and Body Works product, it would be that one. So that is 20 products that I have used up in April and May, which leaves me with 50 products to finish in 6 months' time. Not bad at all. Will I get there? Stay tuned to find out. What have you used up recently? I try and film, June empties instead of combining with July. I'd rather not do that. It all depends on how sleepy I am, Particularly, I film mostly on Sundays, people, and you just want a bit of an extra lie-in. You're that drowsy all the time, and that's when you catch up on sleep. So that's why it's laziness, really, at the end of the day. I do my best, though, to film regularly. So do let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on these products, as well as what you used up, or just say hi and let's chat, yeah? I love hearing from you, you know that. And please do subscribe, please do give me a thumbs up, and I will speak to you soon.